I had a last minute request to make a Super Bowl shirt tonight, so I figured I would go into that with you guys. So my roommate wanted me to make her a Taylor Swift football shirt. So what I'm going to go through with you today is the quick and easy way to make your own Taylor Swift at home with your Cricut Maker. Super straightforward and easy to do, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. All right, so first things first, we're going to go into templates. What we want to do is model this for a t-shirt. So they don't have that in here, quick and easy to find. So if you just go up to the search bar over here and just type in t-shirt, you do have to have the little hyphen there in order to find the appropriate one. And what we're looking for is classic t-shirt. So that should be popping up here any second. And there we go. You can see it far left over there. We're going to go to classic t-shirts, and that's going to give us a reference point for this. Now, we do have a very specific design in mind. What we decided on was Let's Go Taylor's Boyfriend for the front of the t-shirt, and then on the back we were going to do Swift and the number 13. Now, most important part of doing any project is finding the correct font. Now, I did have a couple options here. I initially looked at the multi-layer, but I decided to do just a single layer to keep this super easy and straightforward. And then it's just about entering your text in. Now with this particular font, when you put in a space, it doesn't want to add a space for some reason. And as you can see, I'm having a hard time typing. All right, and then just get that resized to wherever you want. And you've got to make sure that it is going to fit inside your cutting mat. Currently, I just have a 12 by 12. I did break my big ones, so I've got to keep it within, I think, 11.25 inches, something like that. So that could be done for you right there, if that's all you need. And then, like I said, we're doing the back as well. So we're going to put Swift here, get that nice and large. And then we're also going to do the number 13. Now, this doesn't have to be perfect where you're lining it up, because this is just kind of giving you a rough idea of the size and how it's going to look once you print it out. You're basically going to be printing these all out separate of each other. Only reason that I'm going through and manually selecting font size instead of just adjusting it like this is that I lost the corner puller thing. All right, and we've got that the size that we want. We don't need to worry about lining that up. Like I said, that's going to all print differently. And it's at this moment that I decided that I wanted to add a football. So you just go in here and type in football and find the one that you want. And there's a lot of good options. Now, I do pay for the Cricut monthly subscription. If you're going to want to use any of these, I would recommend doing that. Gives you unlimited access to whatever of these designs that have that little A thing. I think it's Cricut Access. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I can see the one that I want right here. That's the one. And we're going to add this to the canvas. So because I got that, I decided to do the text a little bit differently than what I initially envisioned. So we're going to move that text around, get rid of that in just a minute here. And we're going to work on making it around the football here. And get that a little bit bigger. And what I want to do is I actually want to wrap this around the football, which is super easy to do with the Cricut cutter. And as you can see there, I got it a little bit too big for my cutting mat. I did not realize this at the time, but we'll correct that in a little bit. And here we want to go ahead and curve it, and we want it to be that downward curve. And we're just going to wrap this around here. And easy as that. Then we're going to put in tailors. And if I go too fast on any of this, feel free to rewind the video, or if I cover something that you don't know what I'm doing, feel free to just leave me a comment or something like that, and I will go into a little bit more detail about what I'm doing here. I don't think I'm doing anything too advanced, though. And then we're just going to get that properly aligned here. And again, the keyboard fails me. Definitely the keyboard, definitely not me. There we go. All right, and then we just need to curve it in the upward direction. So move that line this way, move it down a little bit. We're going to curve that just a scooch more. And that should be good. And then no idea how I pulled this off, but there we go. And then just align all of this horizontal. And boom, we are perfectly good to go right here. Now I do have a little bit of overlap in the B and the exclamation point. That's not something that I actually care about though, so if that does bother you, just make sure that you don't have the things bumping up like that. And then now we just need to move on to cutting it. All right. So we've got all of these on our different mats here. Like I said, I do just have the 12 by 12 mats, so we've got that selected for all of these. The main thing that you're going to want to make sure that you have selected is that you do want to make sure that you put on your mirror settings. That will make sure that you're printing it the right way. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and just speed through the process of cutting all three of these mats out and getting that knocked out real quick. And then we're going to just need to go through and weed all of them. With this, it is super easy. I like to just pull the mat apart and leave it. So leave the vinyl on the mat. You can just peel the corner off of it and just pull the big chunks off. I'll usually go through and cut around any excess pieces. This is kind of a super wasteful way of doing this particular style of shirt. I usually do some other things to it so that I don't waste this much material, but like I said, this was kind of just a rush job that I was doing for a friend. Okay, and now we just need to line everything up, press it, and we've got ourselves a shirt. So let me go ahead and show you that. All right, so you're gonna get your shirt and get that prepped on your heat press over here. So I like to start with the bigger area first, so we're gonna start with the back here. And easiest way that I've found to do it is to just kind of get it centered on the foam here before you do anything else. Just kind of make sure that you're all squared and level here. And then that way you get it onto the foam here. And that's the space that we've got to work with. And then just do it one piece at a time. We're just kind of eyeballing it right now. Normally you don't want to just use a piece of cloth like this, but in a pinch you absolutely can. Make sure you've got enough pressure. Already got this preheated, so now we just need to wait 20 seconds for it. Now we've got the bigger part, so we're just going to make sure that we've got room right under here. Try to keep it still in the middle as best we can. Grab our handy dandy piece of cloth here and just make sure that you got everything covered up with that. Make sure we didn't have any shift. We look like we should still be good. 20 more seconds. All right, back's done. Now we've got the front, and we've got, fortunately on this, we've got this little V. We're going to use that to just help us kind of guide where we're going on here. So again, we're just going to use the foam as our little helper and use this V as our center point right here. Handy dandy cloth again. Crank that down, and this is our last 20 seconds. Hopefully this comes out good. Got a little piece on the end here that didn't get enough pressure. And we should be good. All right, so that was super straightforward and pretty easy to get through. If you have any questions about anything that I did or want me to go into further detail about anything, leave a comment down below. I will be putting links for all the stuff that I used in this video in the comments down below. I've got some Amazon links for you guys. So that'll be going through the Cricut Maker, my heat press, as well as the vinyl itself that I used. I do like this vinyl. It is super easy to weed. And that's about it. So let me know if you end up making any kinds of shirts for yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will have a video over here for you to watch and a playlist over here of more videos for you guys. All right, enjoy the Super Bowl.